get started. Lexie Brown, Cam Buford, thank you for making time for me today. First question, how is your Crohn's? How are you managing your Crohn's?
It's great. This is the best I've felt since I've been diagnosed. I have medication that's working great. Got connected with some amazing doctors out here in Seattle, so I'm feeling comfortable. So all things are heading in the right direction. You know, nothing has spiked any concerns or anything like that, so I'm expected to be healthy for the entire season.
You want to give a shout out to any of your doctors?
I will give a shout out to my doctors in LA, Dr. Lynn and Dr. Sock. They've gotten me right. We still connect about once a month. You know, those are my girls, so shout out to them and UCLA Health for sure.
Congratulations. Now, you played with the Sparks. You played with NECA before. How does that playing with NECA, having that experience, how does that help your transition to the Storm?
It just helped me being comfortable right when I walked in the door. She was so excited when the trade happened. You know, there's a lot of former Sparks players here, so I've been very comfortable coming into training camp. And it's a little different being on the court with her this time around. You know, we have different personnel, so we're in different actions. I'm in different spots on the floor than I was with her in LA, but it's been really fun seeing her in this environment, and she's really been thriving, so I'm really excited to help this team win.
Now, as a person with experience, as just a baller in general, how long does it take you to understand what this team needs from you, or talking to the coach, or watching it from the sideline? How long does that take for you to understand kind of what your role is here on this team and what they should expect from you?
I had a conversation with Noe and Talisa before I got here about what they wanted me to do when I got here, and that shoot the ball. That's something that they struggled with last season, so that's the expectation off for it. But having an environment like this, a facility, you know, we're able to spend hours and hours together in this gym, not just on the court, in the weight room, ice tubs, you know, just really getting to know each other. So it's been really easy to find, you know, my little space on this squad. And I've been playing a lot with the younger players and the rookies as well. You know, we're all learning together. They're such an easy group to mesh with, and they're so willing to learn and they listen. So they've been really helpful for me, you know, with my veteran presence, trying to work on my leadership.
Speaking of shooting, you had your best shooting career, or best shooting season of your career a couple seasons ago. Are you looking to regain that form, or are you looking to get that? Is that, I guess a couple questions there. Is that a matter of opportunities to shoot? And do you expect to have all those opportunities here with this team?
Yeah, I mean, everything in this league is about opportunity. I feel like this league is so talented, so it's a matter of what role you're playing on the team. So my job here is to make shots when I get them, especially make the open ones. Efficiency, yeah, that's how I was raised. That's how my dad taught me the game, to be an efficient player. So whether I get 5 shots or 15 shots, I'm going to try and make more than I miss. But, you know, some games it might be a bunch of threes. Some games I might be going to the rim, but I want to be able to be prepared for anything.
Now, you kind of brought it up. Who's your biggest fan? Is it your pops?
Yeah. My mom up there too. Okay. I might have to say my mom, but shout out dad too.
Okay. Now, what's it like to get a chance to play with a coach who proudly pronounces her gangsterism?
Right. Yeah, she sure does. It's actually really amazing playing for a coach like Noe. I actually played against her my rookie year, which is crazy. And I always have admired her, you know, her ascendance from player, assistant coach, champion, all of the above. I've never had a former player as a coach, and maybe I think that might be the missing link to my career, is having that connectivity with my head coach, because that's something I've been severely lacking in my career, I feel like. So me and her are already locked in. We've had amazing conversations about what she needs from me every single day, and it's been a really great relationship that we're building.
Now, do you said you remember playing against her as a player?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the best of her?
I wasn't playing. So
Okay.
I didn't play enough to get the best of anybody in my rookie year. So I was just observing.
I was going to ask you if you reminded her of that.
No. I was on that bench clapping it up and observing and learning.
What's your message for the Storm fans?
Get excited. You know, this is a new group. Stick with us. There's going to be ups and downs, learning curves, but we're going to have a lot of fun, and go Storm.